Okay, so recently I reached out to Courtney from Creative on the Cheap and asked her if she would like to collab, and she said yes. So we're doing a budget-friendly Christmas DIY. If you have not yet checked out her channel, please do so. It is wonderful. She's wonderful. She's really down to earth, and her DIYs are amazing. She loves decorating on a budget, and I guarantee you'll love what she does. And if you're new here from her channel, welcome.
Hi, welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you are returning, please say hi and thank you for coming back. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I upload every week. I like to do DIYs on a budget as well as upcycle thrifts. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And what are we going to be making today?
Okay, so I am so excited to show you how I made these two Christmas DIYs. The first thing we're going to be making is that Merry sign / wall hanging. It's super neutral and I think you're going to love that. The second one, love this one. Fabric trees in a box. Both of these are very budget friendly, super easy to make, very neutral, and will fit any decor. I cannot wait to show you. And if you want to learn how to make these, stay tuned.
If you would like to know what supplies I've used, please check out the description box below. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video.
Okay, here we go. DIY number 1, Merry fabric hoop. So I am so excited to show you how to make this because I love the way it actually turned out. So I used a 14-inch embroidery hoop. I got it from a yard sale. I think I got like 5 of them for $2, like really great. So these fabrics I got in a bunch. They're like fabric quarters. I got them from Walmart and I think they were like $5 or $4 for 5 pieces, something like that. And I loved every single one of these fabric pieces. I used them in my embroidery hoop joy sign that I made recently. I will link that video above. All right, so the first thing I'm doing is putting that fabric in. It is like a striped ticking fabric, and I am taking my rotary cutter and just kind of going around. I will tell you, it's kind of a little easier just to go around with a scissor. It really was. Okay, so I made it as tight as I could and tightened that embroidery hoop. I take this Merry and Bright sign from the Dollar Tree, and I just want the word Merry. So I take my knife, my X-Acto knife, and I am cutting off the word Merry. I kind of do the front, then I do the back, I do the front, then I do the back, and then I just kind of like bend it back and forth until I get a clean cut. If I don't, I'll go back and cut it again. So I don't push it too far. I kind of let it just go by itself. All right, so I do wherever it's connected to the bright or the and sign. And it takes like a little bit of time. It didn't take much effort. I didn't think it was hard to do, and I would completely do this again. So again, I just kind of went back and forth because I didn't want to break the wood, so I wasn't too heavy with it. All right, after I do this, I kind of see where my rough spots are, and I want to round those out. So I first use a scissor, and I kind of just round out those pieces where it was very straight, where I cut that with that utility knife. So after that, I am going to use some Dollar Tree sandpaper and just kind of smooth out those ridges and any sharp, splintery type wood that's sticking out. And I do that to all the areas that I cut it. And super easy. I have some greenery I got from recently at Joann's, and I am just snowing it. Yeah, that's a word. We're going to say it's a word. I'm snowing it up. Okay, so the next thing I'm doing is taking my Merry word, and I am hot gluing it to the fabric. Hot glue worked fine. I didn't have any problems with it, so that's what I did. I will tell you, I'm really into this natural wood lately. I'm not quite sure why, because I never really was before, but I'm really liking the way it looks. These are from the Dollar Tree, these little Christmas picks, and I used a lot of pieces off of these for this project. So the first thing I used are these pine needle things. You know what I mean. So I'll put those on. I also use those greens that I snowed, and I'm going to put those down first because they lay nice and flat, and then I'll put my pine greenery with snow that was already on it, and I'll put that on next. Okay, so I am just gluing that on, holding it there for a second so that greenery does not fall off. Now I'm taking the pine greenery, gluing that on top. Now, on top of this, I am going to be using, yes, you guessed it, pine cones. I have been so into pine cones this season, and yeah, I am. So I took from those two picks, the two bigger of the pine cones, and I am taking some Waverly Chalk Paint in white, the same that I used on the greenery, and I'm giving those pine cones a very snowy look. I am just so into how natural pine cones are, how rustic they look. I just love them. So yeah, I'll probably be using these up until spring crafts. Just saying. All right, so right now I am putting on some more snow, and I realize I need another pine cone to fit in that empty space. So I have one from the Dollar Tree that wasn't on those picks, and I just, snowed it up and put it right there in that empty space. Now these are like, I don't know, they look like little twigs, and I add some snow to that. They do have a little bit of a shine to those twigs, and I liked how that looked, and I'm just putting those sticking out the top because I thought it needed another element. That's it. End of that one. DIY number 2, Fabric Trees Christmas Wood Box. All right, so this is from the Dollar Tree, and I just need it for the box. So I'm going to be taking off that canvas that's on the top that says, hooray. So I don't know why, like, see how I'm cutting this? I don't know why I think I am so strong that I'm going to rip this canvas off, because I'm not. Like, I'm watching myself struggle here, and I just should have learned to, cut it, because I am not ripping that. All right, then I go in and I remove as many staples as I can. The rest I just kind of hammer down. They are not easy to remove, so if you don't have to, don't. You won't see them anyway. So unless they were sticking up, I didn't remove them. So right here, I am taking that cardboard. It was the back of one of my daughter's drawing pads, and I cut it to fit, and there you go. I just hot glued it on. Super easy. Now it has a base. All right, I lost some footage here, and I want to apologize, but I took the foam, the flower foam or whatever that is, and I cut some and put it in. There you go. I'm sorry. I don't know where that footage went. It disappeared. All right, so I'm taking some Waverly Chalk Paint in white, and I will be painting that box. In hindsight, maybe I should have left it natural. I like it both ways, but I don't know. I look back at it now and kind of think it would look really cool natural as well. Now I'm taking my rotary cutter and I'm cutting a fabric tree. I put two pieces together, one underneath each other, and that way I know the trees are going to be the same exact size, the same exact angle, what have you. So the first thing I used was some leftover fabric that I used on the Mary sign, and now I have cheap towels that all came together, and I think they were like $2.99 for 3 of them at Ross, I believe. And I love how they all look together. I just think it's very neutral, like I said, but yet they have a texture and a pattern that I really like. So I'm just hot gluing the edges, and I leave the bottom open, and that's where I'm going to put the balsa stick that I have, and you'll see. So I close up one side with my hot glue, I close up the other side with the hot glue, and I basically do that to all 4 trees. If I have an excess hanging over, I'm going to just cut it with my scissors. So now I'm on the next tree, and like I said, I have 4 trees. I have one, the Mary fabric, I have one brown, and I have 2 with that zigzag cream and grayish look. And here are my balsa wood sticks that I got from Hobby Lobby, super affordable. Here's my fiberfill, and those are the strips right there, the balsa wood strips. again, I just cut those and put them in, and that's going to be the stand. So I'm just taking that fluff and I'm putting it inside. I'm using that same stick to push it up as far as I can. I didn't want them super, super, super filled. I did want some like give to them. So I did as much as I wanted. Again, if you would like them super filled, you may do that. If you want them flat, you can do that as well. So I am just hot gluing it closed. Don't forget to do both sides because of the stick being in the middle. And then there you go. Look how easy this is. That's it. I'm done. First one, done. Okay, so moving on to the second tree, filling that up as well. I will put as much of that fill up to the tip of the tree, and then I'm going to hot glue the bottom and push that down in place. And you can see I made some trees wider than others, some taller than others. I wanted a variation in the trees so that when I placed them in the box, we had different heights and different widths. And I really love how they turn out in the end. I love how the ends of those trees are not super like smooth. I love that they're kind of fraying a little bit, kind of how a towel would fray if you cut the edges. How you see me put these in, it does not stay like this, but I didn't have the footage of the final result, but you'll see the final result when I'm done. Okay, so I put these all in, right in the foam, super easy, and then I decided that I wanted to put the striped one in the center, so I kind of moved them around, and you can see there. I take this ticking ribbon, and I got this from burlapfabric.com, and I love this ribbon. I make it super tight. I cut off the edges. I do not make a bow. I just keep it in a knot, and then I take a little hot glue and I put it right there under the knot so that stays in place. So what is this missing? It's missing something. We'll see. Now I take my Spanish moss and I'm going to put it at the base of all the trees. Now I usually keep this moss in a bucket so that when I rip it apart, it doesn't go everywhere. But for some reason, I have the bucket to the side. Yeah, that wasn't helpful. So yeah, so I'm just putting this in, and then I realized as it's going everywhere, I need to put some glue in. So I did that, some hot glue, and it held the Spanish moss in place. So what's this missing? We all know, right? Pine cones. I love these little grayish white pine cones that the Dollar Tree is getting in, and I just love them. And I will tell you, I love this whole piece. Okay, so here we are, the final reveal. Yay! My favorite part of the video. And here they are displayed in my house. The Mary sign, looking good. I love this piece. My fabric trees, again, I love these. If I could, I would make a forest of those trees. Like, that's how much I do love them. And they just, both of these look very crisp, fresh. I love the white and the grays and the snowy look. I think it could match any decor, and I just like it. I just like it. And I'm sure you can tell that I like it. Okay, so also, let me know down in the comments which one's your favorite. I'm going to go with the fabric trees just because, yeah, I just like those. And don't forget to check out Courtney's channel. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad I made friends with her. Check her out.
So that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you liked everything you saw here today. I hope it inspires you to make something of your own. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Thumbs up if you like this video. Go check me out at Cat Luna Designs over at Instagram. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye. Also, if you like this, if you want to like...